Hello everyone, this is Patty Bennett. As you can tell, today we are chatting about Sale-a-Bration. It's a really fun time of the year for Stampin' Up! Because the items in the Sale-a-Bration brochure are free gifts with purchases. That's what we're going to be talking about today, and I've been making lots of samples. This is just a few. I have a box over here to show you. So we are going to be talking about the free gifts. I'm going to give you some stamping tips. We'll make one of these together, and I will just show you lots of different ideas for creating with Sale-a-Bration products. Hi, Tracy, welcome. So if you're just joining, this is Patty Bennett. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator since 1995, so that means this year I am celebrating 30 years as a demonstrator. Can you believe that? That's a long time. And I love to create. So this is the perfect business for me, right? I love to create and I love to share with you. So that's what makes these Friday live videos so much fun, because I'm watching your comments over on my tablet and I will respond to questions and say hi to those who are commenting. So, hey, Shan and Jean, Debbie. Yes, hi, Debbie. Glad you made it. Hi, Josie, Tammy, Randy, Kelly, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Good to see you. Hey, Lori. Yeah, 30 years, Lori. Can you believe that? 30 years as a demonstrator? Holy business, right? So if you are looking for catalogs, for ordering, for photos of the cards, whatever, my blog, pattystamps.com, this is where you will find everything. This is sort of my central hub. From there, you can shop, you can request a newsletter, a catalog, you can contact me. Anything that you need is really through my blog. That's what I've built up over the past 18 years as a place that you can go for information and fun and creativity and color combos and tips and videos and all the wonderful things. Hi, Colleen. Hey, Bonnie. Oh, thank you so much for sharing and thumbs upping, doing a thumbs up. I don't know how to say that. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Jackie. Oh, chilly, yeah. It's gonna be nice here today, so I'm thankful for that. Hello, Barbara. Hey, Kathleen. All right, let's get started, everybody. So as I mentioned at the top of the video, I know some of you are probably jumping in. This is a live video on Facebook, and today is Friday, January 10th. So if you're watching on Facebook, you'll see the live button in the corner, but you might be watching a replay on my blog, on Facebook, on YouTube. That's fine too. I'm just so glad that you're here. And I am so excited to share these samples with you. Hey, Patty Joe. Hi, Joni, Kelly, Darlene. Is it Treva or Treva? Probably Treva. Welcome. That's a beautiful name. Hi, Marva, Stacy. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Tracy. She says she loves these. So this is just a few of the cards we're going to be talking about today. I have a whole set of cards to show you with the dimensions for making this fun little fruit card. The fruit paper. Oh, because we can open this now. I wasn't allowed to open this last time we chatted. Here it is. So the fruit, well, that's what I call it, the fruit paper. It's officially called fruit salad. This 6x6 paper stack is a free gift option. So I'm going to show you a set of cards that I made with that. Super, super cute. I just loved making those. And I figured out the dimensions, so you don't have to, because I know you love it when I figure out the dimensions for you. One of the most requested products when I asked you what Sale-a-Bration gift would you like me to use on a live, this was in the top 3. Pick a season. And so I have a series of 3 different cards that I created with pick a season. And okay, so true story here. When I first saw that set, I was like, I don't know, who needs another tree? The minute I stamped this, I was in love. And I said, this is the cutest thing. It's so simple. It's so fun. It's so easy. So I'll show you how to use the different little, well, they're images. I was going to say embellishments. They're just images. The different images to make a set of cards with that. This is my favorite. I have our son, he's 33 years old, and growing up, whenever we would go to, well, usually Burger King, that was kind of his favorite, but any kind of burger type place that had fries, if we went through the drive-through and we ate in the car, which wasn't super often, but you know, sometimes we did that. We kind of looked at it as a little adventure. He would always save a few French fries and throw them out the window, and the seagulls would just, right? They would just descend on us. And he loves watching the seagulls eat the French fries. So this is his Valentine card. He doesn't watch my videos, so I can show this to you early. And it says, "I love you more than," and then it's the cutest stamp in the world. Teeny tiny little French fries. So I will talk about that. This is called Friendly Seagulls. And I don't have this memorized as to what page everything is on. So this must be towards the front. Here it is. Friendly Seagulls is an adorable stamp set that you can request as your free gift when you place your order during Sale-a-Bration. So that, I have another card to show you too. Then, oh, here, right on the same page, Starstruck embossing folder. I'm going to show you tips for creating this background. It's really easy. And I'll show you this fun product from the mini catalog that I used to make this a Valentine card. And then, do you remember last week, I used one of your most requested free gift sets, and that is the Corner in Bloom. And I showed you a whole series of cards. I made a few more with that, so I'm going to show you those as well. So that is the Corner in Bloom set. So like I said, I have a whole box over here to show you. This is just kind of an overview of where we are headed. So if you are new to Stampin' Up, you might be wondering, what is she keeps saying Sale-a-Bration, what is it? So this brochure that I've been talking to you about and showing you has 14 free gifts inside. There are 3 packs of designer paper. We went over this one, Bloom Impressions, quite a bit last week, but I'll show you again. We're using it again. Today we'll use the fruit salad, and we're using the toadstool paper today. So 3 designer papers. The embossing folder I just showed you is a gift selection. This ribbon, which I've used on a few of these cards, it's fresh freesia, and I love seam binding ribbon because it just goes totally flat to mail, but it ties really well. I love that it stays fluffy. That is a free gift option. The sequins, we talked about that last week. They're called purple sequins. To me, I would call them pink, but it doesn't matter. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. And it's a whole big sheet of those. That's a free gift option. And then we looked at the Seagull set, the Pick a Season, and last week we did Corner in Bloom. Those are some of the sets. There's also this Dance with Me. Let me pull that out so you can see it better. I have not used this yet, but that is a free option. Very cute. I kind of wish it had a few greetings in it, but you know, it doesn't. That's fine. This one is fabulous for anyone who does any kind of scrapbooking, memory keeping. Where is that one? Here it is. The images are great. You can also use it for card making or other projects. I should have planned better because I was thinking of using a perfect day with the seagulls and the French fries, but I didn't plan my project well enough. But I might make another one for Jason with that. So that's an option. And then this one I've used today. I've used the birthday greeting out of this set. And the last stamp set is actually a bundle, and it is heart-shaped, and there are dies to go with it, and I used one of the greetings out of that. That is a free gift option. And the last thing is this card kit. So all of these items are available as a free gift option when your order is at least $60, and this is US. So I know that other countries are different, but I'm speaking US pricing right now. And then if you have a $120 order, you can get this bigger set or this bundle. And there are no limits. So let's say after today, you're thinking, well, I need the ribbon and the sequins and the paper. That all goes together. So then that would be with a $180 order, you would get 3 free gifts and you could pick those. So that's how it works. There's no limits. You can keep going. You can do a large order. You can do smaller orders throughout the 2 months, whatever you'd like. But that's the overview of Sale-a-Bration. Let me just see if there were comments. Oh, I'm going to show you that, Lori. She asked if the tree has different colors. It does. I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to stamp that with you. Hi, Faith. Welcome. Oh, good. Debbie loves it when I figure out the measurements. Well, I love figuring out measurements because of for those of you who don't know, I went to school for architecture. I decided I wasn't creative. How's that for a good story? It's true. And so I transitioned into structural engineering because that's a very black and white world. Everything is right or wrong with structural engineering. Either your building stands up or it falls down, one or the other. And I love that world. So I love measurements. I love statistics. I love figuring out a puzzle. So things like this, figuring out the dimensions, I love that. That's right up my alley. Anyway, sorry, way more than you needed to know. Sorry about that. Let's see. Any other questions so far? Thank you, Jackie. She says the cards are great. Thank you. All right, so let's dive in. So I'm just going to kind of go in this order that they are. Let's just start with that one. And I will show you with the fruit salad. Well, this works with any paper. You don't have to have the fruit salad paper. But just because I use that, I'll leave that here. So I'll show you what I did. I made myself a little cheat sheet, so to speak. I cut this out of our Stampin' Up grid paper to the size, like the 4 by 5 1/4. So when you cut down by 1/4 of an inch to layer on a card base. And I started with a square, 2 by 2. And I said, okay, when I go from there, there's only a couple ways you can do the rest of them. And so that's what I figured out. And these dimensions will be on my blog in a couple days when these cards are there. So basically you can cut a 2-inch strip and cut those 2 pieces, a 1 5/8 inch strip and cut these 2 pieces, and then they just puzzle on there. And so I just cut a billion, literally, pieces of the fruit salad paper to those sizes. I made 4 stacks on my desk and I just started gluing. And there's no right or wrong. This is a super fun way to mix and match designer paper. You can use any paper you wish. You can use more subtle patterns. You can get wild and crazy like these. I just love them. I found that sort of a little design secret that I liked when I was doing these was to have 3 of the fruit patterns and then 1 of what I call the backside, just to tone it down just a teeny bit. And in this paper, there is a sheet that has pineapples that you can fussy cut. So you can see I did that. There's also a sheet that has pears. And so between the 2, that is what I used. I either fussy cut the pears or the pineapple and added it. And then, okay, I don't really know what a big hug and fruit have to do with each other. I don't know. I don't know where my brain was going with that. But that stamp set, let me just grab it because I put it away. I should have kept it out. Please hold. Oh, maybe I left it out. Maybe it's somewhere. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. Well, shoot. It's around here somewhere. I'm sorry. If you could only see this room, you would cringe. But there are, well, I can show it to you in the catalog. There are 2 different stamp sets that go with this new punch. And I just simply stamped this one, this outline, and sending a big hug, and I punched them out. Yeah, I know. I don't know where my brain was with a big hug, but here is one of the sets that goes with that punch. It's in the mini catalog, page 58. It's called Bright Borders. And then if you flip a couple of pages, here is the bundle. I actually used this set, Hugs for Love, and I stamped this outline with the big hug. I just mounted them together. They were on the same stamp and stamped them and punched them. So that's what I used for that. All of the greetings are the same, just different colors. Sometimes I used 2 of what I call the backsides and 2 fruit papers. Just all different color combos. I just cut card bases that went with this color scheme. And I made about 25 of these in, like, I don't know, less than 2 hours, maybe an hour. It was fast. These are really fast once you cut all of the paper. Thanks, Marcella. Good morning, Nell. Hi, Lori. Hi, Susan. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad you like the fruit salad cards, Debbie. Oh dear, somebody must have asked about the fires. So thank you, Tammy, for answering. So let me just say real quickly about the fires in Southern California. If you are friends with me on Facebook, you've seen my posts this week. My heart is completely broken for all my friends and family in Southern California. I grew up, in fact, here, I printed a map. I'll just show you really quickly. This is Pasadena, Altadena, Sierra Madre. This is the 210 freeway. So if you're familiar with that area. So I grew up right in the middle of where all these dots are in Pasadena, up in the foothills. You can see it's right against the foothills. All of these dots are homes that have been lost, and this isn't even all the way updated. My best friend during childhood grew up right over here. Excuse me, not grew up. She lives there now. She grew up over here by me. She lives right in the middle of all that. Her house was spared. Her parents' house over here was spared. And her sister's house was spared. And I'm so grateful for that. But I know so many people lost their homes. But I grew up right there. And I saw videos yesterday of neighbors, friends, parents, of where I used to go play, where they were friends in school, scouts, whatever. And the homes are all just gone. The neighborhoods are decimated. My heart aches, and I am so sorry for everyone who has experienced loss. Even me being 400 miles north of there in the San Francisco Bay Area, my heart is still just broken because it's so hard to see your childhood neighborhood be decimated and know that friends and family have lost everything. So thank you for those of you who were concerned. I'm so grateful for all of the first responders that have come from all over, because without that additional response, I don't know what would have happened down there. But anyway, I won't go on about it, but thank you for your concern. Thank you for your prayers. If anyone is able to make a Red Cross donation or anything, I just can't imagine how much good we could do if we all, even if we could all send $10. And I'm not going to make this, anything political or anything. I'm just saying that there are things that we can all do. Yes. And we can pray, and specifically for the first responders, Tammy. Exactly. So anyway, sorry, that was a little detour, but that's just been heavy on my mind. So back to the fun part. Thank you. I'm glad you like the fruit cards, and do watch for these cards and the dimensions, all the supplies, all the details to be on my blog in the coming days, because I do have that ready for you in a blog post. So I'm just going to set these over here, and we will move on to our next card. So next up is the Pick a Season, I think it's called. Yep, Pick a Season. This set, like I said in the beginning of the video, I thought to myself, I don't know, it's another tree set. Do we need another tree set? But let me just tell you, when you start stamping this, it is so completely adorable. And I'm sorry, I forget who asked in the beginning about the two-tone. I want to show you how I did that. This is the leaf stamp. And just a reminder, when you are stamping with photopolymer, take your stamp out of the case and let it sit a minute. Oops, sorry for that glare. Let it sit before you mount it. Now, and I'll remind you why in a second. So I'm going to take out the trunk, and let's just do the posies because that one is my favorite, and I'll take out the grass. So you want to let your stamps rest for a moment before you mount them. The reason is you can distort them if you take your stamp and your block and you place it down. It can distort, it can move. So you always want to leave your stamp resting for a minute on, I put it on paper because it'll stick to the glass. I put it on cardstock, let it rest for a minute, press down, pick up, then you have maintained the correct proportions, the correct image. And this is especially important if you're punching or die cutting. So those two are pretty small. This one's itty bitty. Sorry, trying to grab a block. The smaller stamps, it's kind of hard to distort them. But the bigger images like this, if I were to pull this out of the case and it's like stretched, right? Because you're pulling it out of the case, and then I put it on here, I can completely distort that image. And I don't want that. I want it to rest for a minute. I want it to go to its absolute natural shape. And then I want to pick it up with my block. Okay? So that's sort of a side tip. I know, sorry. Why do I get so sidetracked? Good Lord. Anyway, to do the two-tone stamping, I inked. Let's back up. I think I actually stamped the trunk first, and there's no rule on that, but would, do what you'd like. I stamped the trunk first in pecan pie, and you could stamp it second, but I wanted to make sure that I got it going straight up and down. Okay, inked up the entire leaf stamp with lemon lime twist, and then Granny Apple Green I inked sort of down here in the bottom. Now I've got a light stripe and a dark stripe, and you're thinking, oh dear, it's going to, be a stripe. But I'll show you what I did to kind of fix that. So there we have a light and a dark green, light to dark. And I didn't like that line, so I grabbed my, oops, that's dark, my light Granny Apple Green, and I added some color in here right where those two met, and it helped to soften that line. So any leaf that had a line across it, I just colored in and made it kind of randomly dark and light. And that really fixed it. And I didn't even have to worry about lights and dark, a light and dark line. And then my fourth color is Melon Mambo, because don't we just need some happy cheer? We do. And I filled in the openings. Like that. So cute, so adorable. I just love this set. And then for the grass, I started, this is teeny tiny grass, by the way. I started with Granny Apple Green, which is the darker of our two greens. And I started that under the tree because that is where you're going to have your darker shadow, darker grass, assuming the sun is shining down. And then with the lemon lime twist, I just kind of randomly filled in. And then if you just do this, it helps to just fill in a little bit like that. And that's how I did the grass, just to make it a little bit fuller and a little bit shaded with the light and the dark green. So let me show you the three colors. Where did those go? Here they are. So I repeated. I was going to say three colors, but I repeated the Melon Mambo for the hearts and for the posies. Very cute. Same idea with the light and the dark on the leaves. And then the third card, I added a couple colors with the Easter eggs to make a Happy Easter card. And I thought this was just so super sweet. And here right on the same page, the paper I used in the background is the back side of the toadstool paper. I believe, yeah, I did. I showed this last week and a lot of you said, oh, I wasn't real keen on the toadstools, but when you showed the back side and showed all of the possibilities with just the patterns on the back side, a lot of you said you absolutely loved this paper. So I used these three patterns right here as the background, the 4x5¼ layer for my tree cards. Oh, how cute are those? And the sequins, which shall remain debatable whether they are pink or purple. I think they're both. I used those on the Easter and the birthday card. Oh, and the birthday is from this set, Day to Celebrate. I just wanted something kind of horizontal and small, so I grabbed that one for birthday. And then for the hearts, I've got two tips for you. So we have the gold heart sequins that go with the whole Valentine, is it marbled elegance? Marbled, I think that's what it's called. We have the gold hearts, and I simply grabbed my cherry cobbler Stampin' Blend and colored the hearts, and they turned out to be like just the most awesome match for Melon Mambo. Who would have thought, right? And this cute little greeting is from the heart-shaped Sale-a-Bration set. It says, "My thoughts of you are all heart-shaped." Isn't that so sweet? I love that. I've never heard anybody say that, but I think it's adorable. And when I cut down the 6x6 paper for the 4x5¼ I had a lot of strips. So don't forget, just use up your strips and put those inside. I think I did one on each. Yep. So each one has a matching strip inside rather than throwing it away. So that, my friends, is the adorable Pick a Season set. Let me know, do you love this now? I love this set. Let me see, does anybody... Oh, I'm glad you like the tip on the tree. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you love that. Oh, Kathleen loves the Easter egg. The egg tree is fun. Thank you, Susan. Thanks. I have several Susans on today. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Okay, so Josie says, love the back, wasn't a fan of the mushrooms either. Yeah, I'll be honest, the mushrooms aren't my thing, but that's fine. Like flowers aren't for everyone. Penguins aren't for everyone. God forbid. I know it's true. So, we all love different things, and that's what makes the catalog go round, right? But I found that I loved the back sides. I think they're fabulous designs. I love them. And hey, it's free paper, so why not, right? Yes, you could put anything on that tree, Kathy. So true. Thank you, Kat. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Polly. Thanks, Lori. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Christine is watching from Australia at 5:27 a.m. Honey, you are one dedicated stamper. Thank you for watching. Oh no. Oh, hubby's been in the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christine. My prayers are with you as well. Good. Tammy loves the tree now. Yay! Jackie loves it too. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. All right, let's move on. I love this tree. I just think it is super for making cute, quick, colorful, fun cards. Easy, easy, easy. All right, let's look at this super adorable, well, I think it is, Friendly Seagulls. Again, maybe another set that I might have said, I don't know, do we really need seagulls, right? Sometimes we talk to ourselves about different sets and we're not sure, do we really need it? I don't know. Well, friends, this is so cute. Let me show you what I did. I took the 3 seagull images and I just mounted them on one block because, I don't know, hope you can see that. Because I thought, well, I'm just going to stamp them real quick and I'm going to cut them out for this card idea that I had. But when I stamped them, I thought, wait, those are really cute just all in a row. That's a fun idea. So I made this card by just coloring them and leaving them just all together. And I took, let's see, crumb cake and pecan pie, pretty sure. I stamped the little seashell and the little like rubble, rock rubble, whatever you want to call that, images over and over and over and over randomly onto the paper. I tore it to give it a look of sand and then just used the cute little Hey Friend stamp and the happy birthday that we just looked at. Oh, and these are new. Oh my gosh, they're right here. You would think I almost planned that. These are called Riverside Pearls, iridescent pearls. And I just wanted to pick up on kind of the blue thought of ocean there and added a couple of those. And I used Summer Splash for my, my blue-green. True confession, I was looking for Bermuda Bay. Yeah, that retired a long time ago. My brain was stuck in the past, obviously. But I think Summer Splash in color is a good substitute. And so I just thought that was really cute. Hey, friend. But then I showed you this at the beginning. So this is the Valentine I have made for our son because he and I have this thing about feeding French fries to the seagulls. Want to give you a couple tips on that. I cut pecan pie and crumb cake into 3/4 and 1 inch strips. And I put them in the timber. Hang on, hands aren't cooperating. Please hold. The timber embossing folder. Hope you can see. That has a wood grain to it. I embossed them and then I grabbed pecan pie ink and my blending brush and I just swirled ink on them kind of haphazardly. I didn't want them really perfect. I wanted them kind of darks and lights. And then I tore them each in half so that I would have kind of a rough top on each one. And I made those for my 3 peers. The blue paper is actually one of the Sale-a-Bration papers. It's called Bloom Impressions. We talked a lot about it last week, so I'm not going to go over it too much. But I used the back side, which is this beautiful Azure Afternoon blue. I ran it through my So Swirly embossing folder. You can also use soft waves. These are very similar. The soft waves is brand new, so swirly's been out a while. You could use either one. I don't know. Hopefully you can see there are little wave lines on the blue paper. I tore them to give kind of the white, frothy ocean look. And then that became my scene for my 3 seagulls. And I cut out of the, don't remember, hang on. This is called, I think this is called Season of Elegance paper. It's the gold and cobbler. And I just die cut a couple hearts with the elegant hearts and added, of course, the cute little French fries. The background is also embossed and a little bit of ink with the So Swirly embossing folder, just, for a little something something in the background. And I built my scene on a die cut tag. So those are your tips for that one. And I know he's going to smile, and that's like one of my main objectives in life is to make my son smile. So that'll be his Valentine. I think it's super cute. Oh, Susan missed the pearls. Wait, let me see where they are. Let me see. Let me look up in the index here. They are... Oh, are they? They must be an online exclusive. Somebody help me out on that. I know somewhere I have a list of online exclusives. I have too many lists here to keep my brain straight. They must be. Somewhere. Somebody will help me. Somebody will tell me where they are. Hi, Rosemary. So glad you're here live. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Oh, the otters. Barbara. Thank you, Barbara, for the win. Yes, in the Otter online exclusive release. Yep, that's where they are. So they are both white. Well, 3 colors, really. White, grayish, and then the bluish. And all of them have that, I call it an abalone finish, because to me it's like the inside of an abalone shell. But whatever you want to call it. It's an iridescent pearl. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, making our kids smile is the best, Lori. Thank you, everybody, for answering. Thank you, Anne and Patty. Thank you, everybody. So that is my card idea and tip section for seagulls for you. I hope you like those. Let me see. What is next up? Let's talk about this. Oh, it's right here. Yay. Starstruck embossing folder. This is one of your free gift choices. And it is, to me, I think it kind of looks like little flowers. But if you want to think of it almost more as little fireworks, they are tiny little stars, but you can make them be whatever you would like them to be in your mind. I think these would be great little flowers, fireworks, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I used some of the purple, pinky purple petunia pop-ish paper. This again is that Bloom Impressions. I think that's what it's called. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, Bloom Impressions paper that we went over a lot last week. This is the back side, or the more solid side, and I put it into this embossing folder, and I embossed it. And I don't have one embossed, so let me emboss one so I can show you what I did with that. So please hold. I'm just going to turn around and emboss it. So when you emboss designer paper and it breaks the paper down, you can I hope, let me see. Yeah, right there. You can see it, right? It instantly gives you kind of lighter colored highlights because it's breaking the paper. So it's breaking the color that's sitting on top of the white paper. Because if you remember, when I just showed you this, when you tear designer paper, you can see that it has a white core. So it is showing that white core right through the color. You can leave it just like that to build your card, but I also want to show you, if you take ink on a blending brush and let's see, I used Gorgeous Grape. You can go light or dark. You can go any color you'd like. I'm just going to get some ink on my brush, dab off a little bit. And if you start swirling on top of there, I'll do half so you can see the difference. You're going to retint the white core. So let's hope you, yeah, I think you can see that. So here we have the embossed part remained white. Here we recolored it. And I chose the grape so there would be a contrast, not just putting it back to its kind of natural color, which would have been using Petunia Pop. But you can use any color you want. And I think this is a fabulous, fun look. I'm just going to keep going on this one because I really don't want it half and half. A fabulous fun look and a fabulous way to both extend the use of embossing and designer paper. So that will be a piece for another card. And I love how that turns out. I just think that is such a fun alternate to your project. And I have 2 cards with all of this that we just talked about. So let's talk about all the things on these cards. So we have the Sale-a-Bration Starstruck folder, and then the paper, the Bloom Impressions paper, Sale-a-Bration. This one I colored, like I just showed you. This one I left with the more white starbursties. Is that a word? Starbursties? You know what I mean. I flipped over the paper because you saw the back was this really busy floral. I think it's better in smaller amounts. My personal opinion. So I cut 1.5 inch strip, right? So I put that there. Then let me show you these adorable little embellishments that I used. This is in the new catalog, the new mini catalog. I flagged the page so that we could look at it. Page 13 has several sets of ephemera mix and match pieces. We talked at length about the greetings last week, the black and white. I haven't showed you the rest of these. I don't think, did I? This package has really pretty tags with both the florals and the wood grain and just other kind of nice, I don't want to say plain, but toned down, right? The really nice tag selections. And that one is called Washes and Florals Tags. So there's that pack. This is the pack we're using today. So I'll show you that in a second. This one, wait, that's that. Oh, that's this. Sorry. I didn't recognize it at first. I was looking for the bird nests, but it has all of these really nice greetings, and then the birds and the bird nests, and then butterflies and wreaths and twigs. So just kind of a nature kind of look to all of these. And that's called Spring Celebration. Mix and Match ephemera. And then this one is Birthday Treats Mix and Match ephemera. So you have birthday, celebrate, you have the cakes and the cupcakes and balloons. And then the last 4 pieces are these kind of lattice backgrounds that you can use either as a template or a stencil, or you can just put them right on your card. So those are the packs here. And then there's also cards and envelopes. But the pack that we're using today is Celebrate Love. And the reason I chose to go ahead and use that now is because Valentine's is coming up. So the pieces or the sheets that you get have hearts and little lattice pieces, cute little die-cut sprigs, more hearts, colored florals, and then this whole sheet with lots of Happy Valentine's Day, hugs and kisses, be mine, and love you. And they're all pre-die cut. You can see they pop out super easy. So there's 2 sheets of each. And I used all these layered hearts here on this one, layered it on top of one of the solid hearts and the love you, and then also used the sequins and the fresh freesia ribbon. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Sale-a-Bration products on this, plus that ephemera pack. You can see I cut apart one of these and used it right down at the bottom for just a little scallopy cuteness. And then this one I decided to make a little more feminine with the flowers, but you know, it doesn't have to be. You can give it to whomever you'd like, but it has these pieces from this pack. And then I put more of them on the inside with love you. So those cover lots of Sale-a-Bration products. Lots of ideas, right? Let's see. Yeah, Kathleen says the embossing folder does look like flowers to her eye too. It does to me as well, but you know, whatever. Yeah, the purple sequins are in Sale-a-Bration. Sorry, did someone ask that? Yes, I did. Maybe I said the wrong thing. Let me show you where they are. They're right here. I tend to call them pink because to me they're a little more of like the melon mambo berry burst look, but they go with everything. So that's that. And then lastly, wait, is this the... Yeah, this one I wanted to show you as well. Last week, we talked about the Corner in Bloom set, which is one of the higher levels. So if you have a $120 order, you can request this set, which has really nice large images. And we made, so last week, what happened to the rest of my cards? Oh, they fell down. Here they are. So last week we did the poppies, we did tags, we did squares, and we did rectangles. Here's another tag that I did last week and another square that I did last week. And then I kept going with the pieces that I had kind of in progress. And I decided to try it with just the L instead of making a whole rectangle, a frame. And so I kind of just filled in with this nice large image from Softly Said. Thank you. And again, that tip about coloring the gold hearts with a red marker, then they can kind of stretch over into projects with other colors. I did another tag, this time in the peach tones. So that is peach pie ribbon and embossed background and peach dots on there. And then I did this set one vertical, one horizontal by making that rectangle that we talked about on the 3" by 4" rectangle and using the image twice to create a rectangle. If you missed last week, I'll just show you real quickly. It's this image, but it's stamped twice to make a rectangle. And of course, one with the blue and yellow and one with the purple and green. The paper in the background is that Sale-a-Bration, it just went out of my head, Bloom Impressions paper. So I'm just trying to use that up because I had a couple packs of it and I think it's a little bit nicer, not nicer. It's a fun twist on just using a layer of cardstock. Let's say that. And hey, it was free, so use it, right? And I have used the Sale-a-Bration ribbon, that really cute seam binding ribbon on that one. And then this is actually in the new mini catalog, and it is some new Daffodil Delight ribbon. I think it's currently already sold out until the end of the month, but it just made a sweet little addition to that card. So those were my 4 additional samples that I created using the Corner in Bloom set. My friends, we did it. We got through it all. Let's just do a quick little review with some more pieces out here, some more projects. I want to know, what do you love? Do you love the seagulls? Do you love the embossing folder? Are you enjoying the cute tree set? Do you love the fruit cards? What do you love, my friends? What is on your list for a Sale-a-Bration free product? Excuse me. What's on your list? Thanks, Patricia. Let's see. No, the ink does not rub off of the hearts. There's a good question. Here, they're right here. So what I do is I color. Let me just grab my marker and I'll show you. I used dark cherry cobbler. I find if I go a shade darker than what I want to end up with, I get a good final result. So I use my broad tip and you can see, right? I do one coat. I let it dry like a minute, 2 minutes, maybe, I don't know, a minute, yeah. And then I do another coat and no, it does not rub off. Now, if you took like an alcohol wipe and you rubbed it, yes, you could rub the color off, but I don't think anybody's going to do that to your card, right? So good question. Thank you for asking that. Oh, Kathleen likes the seagulls. Cindy likes florals, embellishments, ribbons, and hearts. Diana loves them all. Jackie loves the Corner in Bloom. Treva, I think it's Treva, I hope I'm saying that right, likes the fruit cards. Lori likes all of it. Kathy likes seagulls and flowers. Susan likes everything. Tammy likes everything. Oh, you guys are sweet. Robin likes the seagulls. Jean likes the trees. Oh, you guys are liking them. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all of your sweet comments. Sorry, I think I'm kind of like not really centered in the camera. I'm so sorry about that. But you get the idea. You saw them all, right? I hope that you love creating and crafting with your free products. I love Sale-a-Bration because I love free products, right? I love just feeling like I don't have to save it all. I can just use it up because it's free and it's fun. So it really makes me happy this time of year. You're welcome, Kelly. Hi, Cheryl. Love you. The dancers. I showed that, Verna, sorry. I showed that and I said that I had not used it yet. So yes, it is a free choice. I showed everything towards the beginning. If you need to catch up on the replay, you are available. You are welcome to. Margaret likes the trees now. Yay. Yeah, Shirley says, I hadn't thought about the seagulls, but now I want them. I know. Aren't they so adorable? Could I show the measurements again? Yes. And they will be on my blog, so you won't miss out. But let me find, oh, here, they're in the bottom of the stack. This was the measurements for the fruit cards. So you cut a 2-inch strip and a square and a 2 7/8. Then you cut a 1 5/8 inch strip, 3-inch, and a 1 7/8. And that will layer perfectly onto the 4 by 5 1/4 mat. You could adjust this and you could make this different to fit different sizes, but that is what will work with the 4 by 5 1/4 inch mat. And then you layer it onto a standard size card. You're welcome. I'm glad that helped. Yes, Sale-a-Bration is the best, Holly, isn't it? Mary says I talked her into the tree. You're welcome, everyone. Well, I get to go have lunch with my friend Tammy. We are going to go get some pizza. And so I'm excited. And then I'm going to come home and clean up this mess. And then I have to start chopping paper for our birthday card class. My dining room table is full of paper. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a fun cutting weekend. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Tammy says, yay, I'm hungry. Good. Me too. Me too. I will leave soon, Tammy. I'll let you know when I'm on the way. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I will see you again next week on the 17th for more crafty fun. And I hope you have a wonderful week in between. And again, my thoughts, my prayers, and my heart go out to all of you affected down in Southern California. So many people I know have lost their homes there already. It's so sad. Grew up right there. So my heart is heavy, but my prayers are often. How's that? And I am so sorry for everyone down there. Afternoon coffee. Sounds good, Terry. Sounds great. Thank you again, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye.